Yesterday was a watershed. The Supreme Court of the state of Colorado said that a former president and the leading contender for the nomination for president of one of the two parties could not be on the ballot in the state of Colorado. This is a dividing line that is unbridgeable. If you believe that that was good for the country and morally and constitutionally correct, it's hard to imagine how much we could have in common. I hate saying it because it's painful. It was a despicable, America-crushing decision by tyrants. They're just tyrants. There's no example of the left not being tyrannical in history. No example. So it is not surprising. It's despicable, but it's not surprising. Liberals are not tyrants. Liberals vote for tyrants, but they're not tyrants. So you'll say, well, of course, the Republicans are tyrants. But you have no example of that. That's the point. You can say it. You can say anything. You can say men give birth. But there is no example. Donald Trump was president for 4 years, and the country was much freer. There was no court that kept a Democrat off a ballot. You know that nobody has been charged with insurrection. Do you realize that? None of the J6 defendants have even been charged with insurrection. So how could he be guilty of a crime that never took place? How does one explain that? Because the left hates the conservative, and especially the man named Donald Trump, and they will do anything to suppress his ability to win an election. Anything. Did I say anything? I mean anything. These judges help me understand. This is another difficult thing to say. They help me understand how judges functioned under Stalin. All of my life I have wondered, these people studied law in the Soviet Union. So what type of human being would serve as a judge for the Stalinist regime? And then I realized the answer. Many people would. And not only that, this notion that they did it because they believed in evil, or thought they believed in evil, is not true. They thought they were doing good. I don't think every judge who served under Stalin thought, I'm doing bad, or did it solely for reasons of personal advancement in career. Certainly the judges in Colorado didn't do it for career reasons. They sincerely believe in tyranny. And so that's what happened. Where's the Jonathan Turley comment? It was, what is it, throwing a lighted match into a powder keg? It is hard to imagine that these, 5 people? Was it 5-4? 4-3, yeah. It's hard to imagine that these 4 Democrat appointed, of course, judges could have done more harm to the country by doing anything. There is nothing I could imagine that they would do that could do more harm to America. I am very, very curious. Did the New York Times editorialize on this? No?
Not yet.
That's odd. Well, they had enough time to editorialize. I'll be very curious to see what David French says, the man who truly hates Donald Trump. I mean, who is a thought-filled conservative, but for whom the hatred of Donald Trump really overwhelms all other considerations. And so he finds himself aligned with the left because that's the overriding issue to him. Donald Trump is not the overriding issue. The United States is the overriding issue.